Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Be Graceful with 2ls.com. And it is Sunday evening here in beautiful Seoul, Korea. And just a quick next episode of The Big Secret Part 2 is this video. In The Big Secret Part 1, we looked at the question, is faith enough? And in this one, we're going to look at what is the power of sin? What is the power of sin? Anybody? Anybody? The Bible tells us that the power of sin is the law. Now, before you think I'm beating up on the law, let me explain something. I'm not. The law is great. The law is beautiful. It's fantastic. It's the thing that told me that I needed Christ. Because if I wouldn't have had the law, I never would have known how depraved and how bad and how everything I was. However, once I accepted Christ, my need for the law was no longer there. The law was my tutor. Once I became in Christ, that faith made me righteous. And in fact, we can see in the early church, for an example, Galatians, where Paul says, "O foolish Galatians, who has bewitched you that you would go back to the law for some form of righteousness?" Later on to another church, he says, "Don't you get it? If you go back to the law, Christ no longer has any value to you at all." Ow, bad place to be in. Much pain on that one. So here's the thing. The power of sin is the law. The more law you're under, the more condemnation, shame, and guilt you're going to feel. The more you try and put someone else under the law, the more condemnation, guilt, and shame you're going to feel. So, the less law that you're under, the more grace you're under. That's the way to live, and to live without condemnation, shame, and guilt. Believe me, after multiple suicide attempts and 2 psychiatric counseling treatment centers earlier on in my life, anyway, I was about 27, 28 years old, I know from whence I speak. So, check out the link. It's either there or there that says, "Let the journey begin." And hey, let the journey begin. Check out Be Graceful with 2ls.com and stay graceful, baby.